We need to let the rope flow, which is why that first jump, the under, where we jump over it, right? I'm feeling all the acceleration through the wrists. I'm not going hard with my arms. Yes, family, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another fire jump rope tutorial. Today we are answering a question that comes in from Sander Boesma. Sorry if I've mispronounced that, but he goes, "Hey Rishi, I'm practicing double under crosses, single first, then cross. I seem to have troubles with turning too fast or jumping too slow. Any tips for timing adjustments?" So this video, we're gonna be teaching you how to do the double under cross, the first kind of original method, which is jumping over the rope and then crossing. You need to kind of understand what is really happening with this move, because a lot of the time people think we got to jump super high or turn the rope super fast. And actually you can do this at super slow motion speed, because when I go that fast, it doesn't feel that comfortable, unless I'm trying to sort of knock out multiples, but you can kind of glide through this move, right? And he's right, it comes down to timing. So how do we train timing for a move like this, which actually is really technically quite difficult? The first thing is, as we're jumping, the rope goes underneath us, right? Which is the under portion. Where some people get stuck now is, first, they don't jump when they're really supposed to jump. They actually jump before that rope comes around their body, which then leaves them no time to really make the cross, because what they do is they jump way before the rope is close to their feet, and then they've got no time of kind of completing the move. So what you need to understand is, when we are doing the first jump, the timing needs to be absolutely on point accurate if you want to do it as smooth or as slow as I can kind of do it as well. Right? So that's the first thing, is we need to start to visualize us jumping a little bit later. We also need to sort of understand that the rope needs to have a little bit of revolution speed, a little bit of speed under the legs, which then again gives us more chance to get into the cross and finish the move without having to jump or knee flex too crazy. So as I'm doing this, even though I'm going quite slow and smooth, what happens is it happens at a split fraction of a second. But as I do the first jump, I give this rope a little tug, a little spin, a little kind of acceleration, so that it's already underneath me at the same time. Pretty much I jump at the same time the rope is nearly by my feet. That's what makes the move so easy for me now, is because I've understood the timing, is when we're doing the first jump, the rope is so close to my feet, it's pretty much feeling like a single jump at this point. Because now I just give it a quick little acceleration, a little push down with the thumbs. And if you caught my last video as well, I kind of explain how to generate speed using our thumbs. So what we do is we generate the speed here. Now the rope is already close to coming past our head or our eyes before we even reach the top of our jump, which then gives us plenty of time to get that cross in. So feel that whipping motion. So you should be able to understand that when we jump, rope is by our feet, and then also we need to give it a little flick to get the speed right. Now the grip has to be very loose, guys. We cannot death grip this. We cannot be super rigid, stiff with the forearms. We need to let the rope flow, which is why that first jump, the under, where we jump over it, right? I'm feeling all the acceleration through the wrists. I'm not going hard with my arms. If you go hard with the arms, it's impossible, once we've pushed so hard with the arms, to then go into a cross, because our wrists are so far away. The next step is to start to feel like we try and keep our wrists as close as possible, so we're ready to hit the cross, okay? You want to hit the cross when our hands are as close as we can. So that's going to now mean that our arc is really nice and narrow, right? So when we feel it, when we feel the wrists closer together, they've got less distance to travel to then perform the cross. So as I keep saying, we need to try and make this as efficient as possible. And over the years of training and trialing different ways of doing this, I've understood that a lot of people get into bad habits and they can complete this move. But if you want to go for minutes and minutes of just this kind of thing, you need to conserve as much energy as possible, do as least movements or less movements, so that we can just go on forever, right? So feel our wrists close together. When I take off, I'm always on the balls of my feet, okay? We can't take off from the heels. We're gonna have a really bad jump. We're gonna have a massive knee flex. So I'm feeling really nice on my feet. When we're ready to go, both feet come together, they set, and it's just a really nice jump where we take off and we get a nice bit of hang time, okay? Now, we've talked so much about hang time, so I don't want to bore you to death with that. Go back and watch those videos. But when it comes to hang time, when you take off, we're applying pressure into the floor. Once we apply that downward pressure, the floor will spring us back up, okay? Some kind of science that I don't know who created, but it's just equal and opposite force. So the more force we push and feel into the floor, the more we will spring up. So that's why you don't want to feel like you're jumping off the floor. You want to feel like you're exerting or pushing down. Little knee flex down, and then as we come back up, it's going to give us nice straight legs and a really good hang time. And this happens at a split second. Like I said, because I've been doing this for years now, you might not be able to see it on camera, but that's how I get the hang time. The last piece to get this done is now we're going to perform the cross. Now what happens is, like I said, the wrists are now close together, our grip is nice and loose. You're going to start to feel like you have got a bit of time now to get this cross in. But the key thing is, how do we get the cross done correctly to still create speed? Because we need to have the velocity in the rope to get the cross and get it underneath our legs before we land. So the main thing is feel like we snap our wrists, okay? We don't drag it with the arms like this. There's like a slight snapping sensation. So we've exerted underneath, so we've gone under, right? The rope's gone under like this. And then as we're coming to land, in one motion, it's acceleration, acceleration. So it's acceleration here, and then we snap, snapping for another second part, or the second acceleration. So we get the two whips, right? And this happens so fast, guys, that when you start to get used to it, you start to understand the timings, that we're not really going super fast with the hands. It's just knowing when to snap here and snap here. And it just, you gotta wait and you gotta feel the weight of the rope coming over our heads to know when to do it. Just make sure our key points when it comes to finishing this cross. It's a cross, it's like a cross that kind of goes down and our thumbs face away down to the floor, which then gives us a really nice loop, okay? Again, you don't want to feel too stiff where our thumbs are kind of going everywhere. It's just you feeling the snap, which means that our thumbs are kind of facing, my feel anyway, is the thumbs are facing down and away to the floor. And that all comes with just, again, having loose wrists that can snap at the right times. The last thing I can really give you, if you're still struggling, is just try and shadow skip the move, all right? So it's 1, 2, okay? That will just get us in the right timing where we can count in our head, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, okay? And you just need to get used to down for the acceleration here, down, cross. So we need to make sure that we turn our wrists over and it's a snapping feel. It's like a little snap, which then cracks that whip and we can get this move done. Hopefully that gives you some pointers, get you into the groove of doing this move. Thank you so much for the question. As always, if you guys leave me some comments, tell me what you're struggling with or what you'd like to get to understand a bit more. We can get these moves knocked out for you in no time. And yeah, as usual, thank you so much for supporting this channel and our ropes and our merch. Please keep doing what you're doing around the world. Share the love of RA. Keep flying, bossy. And yeah, we've got 20% right now, only limited time only, off on the website. Use the code FLY20. You get 20% off all ropes, all merch, accessories, mats, you name it. We've got it all here for you. We ship worldwide for free as well. So peeps, without further ado, I'll check you in the next video as usual. So take care of yourself, skip the treadmill, stay safe. Peace.
Was the knight in shining armor in your movie? Would put your lips on mine and love the aftertaste now.